Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, stretching, yawning, and then the entire Earth slams on the brakes like a car hitting a wall. For exactly 60 seconds, our planet stops spinning. Then, just as suddenly, it starts up again like nothing ever happened. Sounds like a weird dream, right? But let's play it out. What would actually happen to you, me, and everything else on Earth if the planet pressed pause for 1 minute? Okay, here's the setup. Earth spins at about 1,000 miles per hour at the equator. That's faster than a commercial jet. The only reason we don't notice is because everything, air, oceans, you, your coffee mug, are all moving at that speed together. But if the planet stopped spinning while the air and water kept moving, well, buckle up, because suddenly the atmosphere would act like a giant invisible bulldozer. Within the first second, hurricane-force winds would rip across the surface. In places near the equator, the air would be racing at over 1,000 miles per hour. Buildings, trees, even people would be launched through the air. If you've ever stuck your hand out a car window going 60 miles per hour, imagine doing that, but multiplied by 16. Yeah, not great for your face. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but it's only 60 seconds. Can't we just wait it out? Unfortunately, no, in 1 minute. Chaos has plenty of time to do its thing. Let's talk oceans. They don't magically freeze in place when Earth stops. They keep moving forward. That means tsunamis hundreds of feet tall would crash inland, sweeping away entire coastlines. Even if you lived far from the ocean, rivers and lakes would slosh like spilled soda, flooding cities. Meanwhile, the ground itself wouldn't be quiet either. Earth's crust is under constant stress from rotation. Slamming it to a halt would trigger earthquakes, landslides, and volcanoes. Basically, the planet would have the worst temper tantrum in history. Here's the part where it gets even crazier. Time. You probably haven't thought about this, but the length of a day is defined by Earth spinning once on its axis. If we take a 60-second break, then technically, your watch and the sun don't line up anymore. It's like someone secretly stole a minute from your life. Every calendar, clock, and schedule on Earth would be off. Okay, losing a minute isn't catastrophic, but compared to being launched into a tree at 1,000 miles per hour, yeah, the clock issue isn't your biggest worry. So what happens after the 60 seconds are up? Earth starts spinning again, instantly back to its normal speed. If the stopping was bad, the restart would be worse. Everything that was thrown forward would now smash backward. Picture a global game of tug-of-war where the rope is, unfortunately, your body. The atmosphere would once again try to catch up to the planet, unleashing round 2 of world-destroying winds. Tsunamis would rebound in the opposite direction, flooding coastlines all over again. And if somehow you survived the first wave of destruction, the second would probably finish the job. But here's the big reveal. The only people who might actually survive are the ones at the North and South poles. Why? Because at the poles, Earth's spin speed is basically 0. You wouldn't feel the sudden stop, and the winds wouldn't hit as hard. Sure, you'd still get earthquakes and maybe a polar bear or two annoyed at you, but it's way safer than Miami. So in this weird thought experiment, the safest place to be during Earth's 60-second coffee break is bundled up in Antarctica. The takeaway? Earth's rotation is not just a background detail. It's literally the thing holding our daily lives together. Stop it for just 1 minute, and everything we know would collapse in a storm of wind, water, and chaos. Luckily, physics doesn't allow Earth to just slam on the brakes. So tonight, when you go to bed, you can thank our spinning planet for quietly keeping things in motion. If you enjoyed this wild ride through science and imagination, hit that like button. Drop a comment about where you want to be during Earth's 60-second pause. And don't forget to subscribe for more whatiF adventures. Because, hey, sometimes the strangest questions give us the best answers.